I anticipate that Bitcoin go something like this in the coming days. So we did our 5 waves up. Now we're doing our 3 waves down, right? So this is what I'm anticipating today or tomorrow. This 10% move, I said 10% yesterday. Right now it would be more like 5-6% still to go, okay? But it should be all in all 10% move to the downside. And after that, right, I anticipate we get our 5 waves up, right, testing this region, right? If you're subscribed to the channel, you will have heard this analysis. This is what's called a zigzag pattern in Elliott wave theory. A zigzag pattern is comprised of 3 motions or 3 moves. 5 waves, right, up, 3 waves down, and those 3 waves down come to between the 0.5 and the 618 of these 5 waves up, and then 5 waves up. That's what we call a zigzag pattern, okay? And that's what I think Bitcoin and the rest of the market is in. If you look laterally, you'll look at Ethereum, you look at Litecoin, you look at a lot of different assets, you'll see a zigzag pattern. You'll see that retracement of the B wave to between the 0.5 and the 618 of the A wave, the initial 5 waves up. All right. Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is February 2nd, 2022, and Bitcoin is in the process of printing a C wave to the downside, and my targets are around 35,000 US dollars. All right, let's get into it. What is Bitcoin doing? Why has it been stagnant for so long? We've just printed a large capitulation candle to the downside. And now what does this mean? I'm going to get into all of that. I'm also going to look at Ethereum and Litecoin. If that interests you, watch until the very end. All right. I still believe, zoomed out, let's go on the hourly time frame, that we are in a zigzag correction, meaning I anticipate that Bitcoin go something like this in the coming days. So we did our 5 waves up. Now we're doing our 3 waves down, right? So this is what I'm anticipating today or tomorrow. This 10% move, I said 10% yesterday. Right now it would be more like 5-6% still to go, okay? But it should be all in all 10% move to the downside. And after that, right, I anticipate we get our 5 waves up, right, testing this region, right? If you're subscribed to the channel, you will have heard this analysis. This is what's called a zigzag pattern in Elliott wave theory. A zigzag pattern is comprised of 3 motions or 3 moves. 5 waves, right, up, 3 waves down, and those 3 waves down come to between the 0.5 and the 618 of these 5 waves up, and then 5 waves up. That's what we call a zigzag pattern, okay? And that's what I think Bitcoin and the rest of the market is in. If you look laterally, you'll look at Ethereum, you look at Litecoin, you look at a lot of different assets, you'll see a zigzag pattern. You'll see that retracement of the B wave to between the 0.5 and the 618 of the A wave, the initial 5 waves up. All right, so that's kind of like the medium-term analysis, if you will. Zooming in specifically to what's going on right now on the 5-minute chart, what is Bitcoin doing? I believe that we are experiencing a leading diagonal. All right, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And you will know maybe that this is an Elliott wave principle, wave theory, whatever you want to call it, channel, meaning that's my main tool of analysis. I mainly use Elliott wave theory and then volume as an indicator from time to time. I don't really use any other indicators. Sometimes I make use of pattern analysis, but my specialty is Elliott wave theory. in Elliott wave theory, we have something called a leading diagonal. Okay, you may be familiar with the 5 waves up, 5 waves down impulsive wave, right? Every impulse occurs in 5 waves. Yes, this is true. Although those 5 waves may look a little different in a 1 wave, in an A wave, in a C wave, or in a 5 wave, when they're more concerted, they're more kind of bound in a channel, and that in a wave 1 and a wave A, we call that a leading diagonal. In a wave 5 and a wave C, we call that an ending diagonal. And the thing about leading diagonals is that you have 5 waves, right? But in a leading diagonal, the pattern is 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. So five waves in the impulse, 3 waves in the correction, 5 waves in the impulse, 3 waves in the correction, 5 waves in the impulse. In the ending diagonal, it's 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So don't get that confused. Okay. Now, the only rules, the guidelines in the what differs between a regular impulse and the diagonal impulse is that in the diagonal impulse, your retracements don't necessarily have to respect the 618 and the 382 as they do in a regular impulse. So this 2 wave can retrace beyond the 618 of wave 1. Okay, that's fair game. This wave 4 can come into the territory of wave 2. That's fair game. And it can retrace beyond the 382 of wave 2. Those are the sort of caveats or the differences, the slight differences between a regular impulse and a diagonal impulse. However, you cannot retrace beyond the origination point of wave 1. So 2 wave can't come higher than that. Wave 4 can't come higher than that. Okay, we've respected that, and usually this is a kind of an opening channel, kind of like a conical structure. You see that in a leading diagonal and in an ending diagonal. So we have, sometimes it's conical structure, sometimes it's closed in an ending diagonal, sometimes it's closed in a leading diagonal too, but a lot of times I see this open kind of conical structure. So that's what I believe that we're getting in Bitcoin. As far as I know, given what we've printed thus far, that's what makes the most sense. So I anticipate having received or having printed 5 waves, right? I count 5 waves in 1, 3 waves in 2, 5 waves in 3, 3 waves in 4, 5 waves in 5. Also, the idea that wave 3 cannot be the shortest wave is also true or consistent in the diagonals. Like, you can't have wave 3 be the shortest wave, and that is respected here. So now I anticipate a wave 2 correction, just like a regular wave 2 correction, right? We get 3 waves or 3 motions, because it may be that this B wave is, kind of choppy or complex or whatever, but you get 3 motions: an up, a down, and an up, right? Because we're correcting to the upside. So that's what I anticipate for Bitcoin. And I do not anticipate that correction come beyond the 618 of this entire move. So I basically use the Fibonacci retracement tool from the top of this leading diagonal to the bottom, which I think is here, okay? And I don't believe that Bitcoin retraces much beyond 38,634, okay? So personally, I'm in a short. My stops are up here somewhere close to the 786, all right? Obviously, you want to manage your trade. You want to, watch what price is doing from time to time and adjust your read accordingly. All right. So after that 3-wave move for the 2 correction, I anticipate a large wave 3 correction, because if you look here, we don't have much of support beyond this. The next line of support is down here somewhere. So anticipate a large wave 3 correction or impulse to the downside, wave 4, and then wave 5, ending around the 35.5 thereabouts, 35,000, something like that. And after that, yes, I anticipate that we will do our 5 waves up to test the 41-43K region. There you go. That's my Bitcoin analysis. You get a lot of volatility expect a lot of volatility in these coming days. So as always, you can confirm your reads by looking laterally, right? Looking at other big assets that are also in the top 10, right? That have large market dominance. So that's what I do. Like, I look at my Bitcoin read and I'm like, I don't know, I'm not sure. I want to make sure that I'm doing this right. So I look to Ethereum, okay? And in Ethereum, what I'm seeing now is looks like Ethereum is just printed. Has it printed its fifth wave? I believe so. Ethereum may have been in the same leading diagonal, right? Not the same one. But it looks to me like Ethereum printed 5 waves up, and those 5 waves ended here, okay? And from that point, we have an A wave break of structure to wave 4 of the previous degree. Wave B looks like it was a wave. So this is B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think you get a diagonal in wave B and then wave C. Okay, so I see A, B, C, and then that C wave was the beginning for me. This was the beginning of the one wave. 2, 3, 4. This is wave 5. Okay, that's what I'm reading on Ethereum. I'm also seeing a leading diagonal, with this being wave 5, the capitulation candle, the end of this wave 1 trend, and then I see 3 waves up for wave 2. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in Ethereum. Litecoin, do we see something similar? Yes. Again, we see that in Litecoin we had 5 waves up, and you see that ending diagonal right there. So wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, ending diagonal in Litecoin right there. So your A wave is the break of structure, initial break of structure to the wave 4 region of the previous degree. And your B wave, 1, 2, 3, okay. And then your C wave is basically, your C wave is going to be your wave 1, right? A, B, that's your pivot. This C wave, your C wave is basically your wave 1 of your impulse to the downside. So that's what I'm seeing in Litecoin. I'm not seeing a leading diagonal. I'm just seeing a regular impulse to the downside that we've just printed. Okay, so it's a little different. It's not exactly the same, but basically I'm seeing wave 1 just finished across the board in Ethereum and Litecoin and in Bitcoin. Wave 1 of 5 to the downside. Okay, that's what I'm seeing in the charts. I hope this was helpful. I hope this was useful. Thank you to those of you that, first of all, thank you for listening to the end. This is the end. Thank you for joining the live stream yesterday. We had a great discussion about a 10 plus year projection of Bitcoin, Bitcoin's price action and cryptocurrency markets price action, right? A likely kind of analysis. And yeah, if you think this is helpful, please like the video, share if you think other people can make use of this kind of analysis, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed and you enjoy good quality technical analysis that's rooted in a system and not just someone's opinion. But we try to keep to the system, and hopefully it works and it helps you, and we win a lot of trades. All right, take care. Bye.